Hello everybody, welcome to my channel again. This will gonna be a long video. You're gonna learn a lot of things from how to prep nails, acrylic ombre application to the chromat, and you will definitely love the result, so watch till the end. So we are starting off by pushing my cuticles back. I already cut my cuticles. If you guys want to know my entire prep process, go ahead and check the link shown right above in the video. It will thoroughly explain you how to cut the cuticles. So I'm just kind of roughly doing the finishing here. You have to be very gentle. It really needs a lot of practice to cut the dead skin. I'm just gently going around the cuticle area and cut the cuticle dead skin which is left. Now I'm gonna cut my free edge with the nail cutter or nail clipper because I'm going to apply tips, so I make sure to cut my natural nail free edge short and then gonna file my free edge area with 100 and 180 grit coarse filer to make it in a round shape. Moving ahead by buffing the natural nail with this small block buffer. It has two sides, so I'm using the side which is little more rough because next I'm applying tips to my nail. So that's why buffing the surface of the nail is very important. Smooth surface will not adhere the glue well, so you have to buff up the shine of natural nail in order for the acrylic nail to stick on very well. Now clean the nails with alcohol. I'm using lint-free wipes for it. I already made tips which fits my nail and apply tip one by one with glue. I bought this glue from very famous app in the trend, that's Temu, and it's really very nice. You can see that glue in my previous short Temu haul video. So now I'm just applying a very small amount of glue underneath of my tips and stick to your nail free edge. Hold it for a few seconds and it's done. Do the same step with all other nails. Your nail tips should be very well from side to side, not to overhang or not to be very small. Once we are done with the tips, we are gonna go ahead and using tip cutter and cut the tip to desired length. Today I'm gonna go for a square long nails, so not cutting it very much. It's very important that when you are using your tip cutter that you have blade facing toward you, not the client, and your all nail tips should be of same length. You can check the way I'm checking. And now file the nail with a filer to get the desired shape. I'm going to do square shapes, so not doing a lot of shaping today. I'm using 100 and 180 grit filer. Now blend the nail tip with this nail filer and merge it to the nail. You should be very careful not to file your natural nail, otherwise you will damage your natural nail. Blow buffing to whole nail tip to make it little rough, so acrylic application goes well. Wipe off the nail with alcohol. I just remove any excess oil from the natural nail. I'm going to use NSI and Z nail products today. Before acrylic application, you should always prep the nails. So I'm using here bond enhancer to my natural nail. I'm going to apply it only to my natural nail, not the tip. And then I'm applying nail primer. Now I'm going to use gel polish from mid to the length of the nail for ombre. This video will be great for the beginners too. So applying first coat to all my nails and cure it under LED lamp for 60 seconds. Now applying second coat, so do the same and cure it under the LED lamp. Now using NSI Rose Blush Acrylic Powder, I'm creating ombre from top to the mid length. So here is the NSI monomer and acrylic brush number is 10, which I'm using right now. So starting off by taking my first bead and blend it toward downwards. Make sure it will not flow, otherwise it will not stick well when you want it to set. Because I use gel polish and it's dark color, so that's why I took many beads to cover its straight line. So just blend it downward, don't brush it very hard, otherwise it will swipe the product as well. While doing cuticle area, make sure to seal the application with the brush. To seal all application, I'm using clear acrylic powder. So many people ask that can we use different brand of acrylic powder and acrylic monomer. So personally, according to my experience, go for same brand. I'm not saying that you have to do what I say. It's all about your personal choice and do experiment as well. But I like to stick with just one system because a brand create a liquid and a powder that have the ideal balance of each chemical, so that the two halves work together. And in the opposite, when you go for the different brand, you don't know that their recipe is the same, and you can end up with too much or too little of one chemical. That's why I'm using same system bond enhancer, primer, acrylic powder and monomer. After acrylic application, wait for a few seconds and you can check using cuticle pusher by hitting your nail. If it's hard, it will make a noise like you just heard. Now it's time to file the nail. I'm using 100 and 180 coarse grit filer. File off as much to smooth down the dents and bumps. Just filing straight from the end and going back and forth until we get that perfect shape. It's really a struggle when you do your own filing. When you're doing your client, you have a time limit, but when doing own, you always have to be like a little more, a little more. So yeah, a lot of time. You have to make sure to put pressure while doing your hand file, and make sure not to file your skin also. Keep away from the skin. So after doing sides, file onto the entire nail. As you can see here, one side is just perfectly straight, but the other one has a little bit of bump, so I'm gonna file a little more. And now I'm buffing all the nail with a block buffer to remove the ridges that's from the nail filer and make it smooth for further application. Buff the whole nail upside to the underneath of the nail. Now brush off the dust and clean the nail. Now it's time to do the nail art. So I'm taking black gel polish for it and taking my detail brush for it, just making random design which is in my mind right now, and cure it for 30 seconds and move ahead. After your 60-second all nails, I'm gonna rub silver chrome powder to the design with my makeup sponge spoolie. It will give you a shimmery sheen outcome. You just have to dust or rub the chrome powder on the top of the gel polish, which is then sealed with a top coat. Personally, I love chrome nails. It will give you a mirror shimmer effect. And chrome is one of the trendiest and more versatile techniques nowadays, so you should try this too. Now we are gonna work on the crystal placement or rhinestone or bead application. So choosing the right crystal or rhinestone is such a dilemma. I think this stone worked well on it. So after thinking a lot, finally pick these stones. So I'm gonna apply this with this orange wood stick. And I'm using this True Curly Girl Limestone adhesive, which I got from NSI and Z official sites, and literally I love it because I have control on it. Now you guys enjoy the video, do like, subscribe my channel, and do comment if you have any question. See you in my next video. Bye bye.